So hey YouTube, welcome back, and this is where we left last time around. We were making Unsplash clone, and we made this header a reusable component, and we now for this video have the task to make sure that whatever we write here uh, comes out, and we can use that value to make the API request. Okay, so here's the thing with inputs. In React, inputs have two props. One is a value prop and one is a on change. So what happens is, let's delete value for now. Let's see what on change prop gives us. So on change prop, let's say we have some data, and let's on change prop, first of all, as it says on change, it is an event, right? So on change prop will give me some callback which will have some data. So let's do console log of that data, right? And let's go to the console and let's try to add some data ASD. So it is giving me a synthetic event, not a proper event, right? Because of React's own virtual DOM, it won't give me an event, it will give me a synthetic event. So instead of data, I should write here event. So why do we do this? Because this is the standard. You can write anything, but because it gives us an event, we write event here. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, it is still working. So what did we just do? We sent a function to the onChange event listener, and we are now listening for the event. On this event, let's see if we have something useful. Yeah, you see this target. Okay, if I click on event.target, and if okay, a lot of things here, but if I just click on this input header.input, header input, it get comes, I mean, it takes me to this JSX, what do we call, component itself, right? So can we do event.target? Let's see what happens when we do this. uh let's go down. Yeah, let's add something. Or so basically it is giving us this whole input component itself, right? Now how do we take out what's being written here? To do that, we have another component, sorry, another prop called as value. Now what's value is, if I, let's say, do give it some value, let's say if I give it some value as test. Let's see what happens. Let's try to change it. Whatever we do, the value always remains test. So this value prop basically tells the input component what your value should be. So what can we do here? So we need this value from the input, as we want to make the API call, right? And event.target is the input tag itself, so it might contain this value. But how do we change this value, right? If you remember, this was the case in click counter, where we needed to change our counter, but we needed to keep the state of the counter intact, right? So here, whenever we fire an on change event, what will happen is, uh, it will change the whole component. But when that happens, we want to make sure that the value remains intact, right? The value remains there for us. So what we can do is, we can get use state here and store this value in use state. So we can do use state from React, right? Then we can do const. Uh, let's do query, and let's do set query as use state empty strings, right? Now what we can do is, we can do value equal to query. Let's try that. Okay, and here let's try test, right? It works, right? Now let's just try to set this query to something. What if we do this? Let's change this. Okay, it is an object HTML input element, so we are doing something wrong here. Let's do console.log. Let's see what happens. Okay, it is giving me this. So can I take this value out of it? event.target.value. Let's do this. Let's see what happens here now. Okay, we can see if I type A, it is giving me this value. Okay, so what if I take set query here now and paste it here, right? And what if I come here, let's just refresh this once. Yeah, test A, B, blah, blah, blah. Okay, it works. Now let's just do a console log of query and let's see what we have. Okay, let's remove the whole thing. A, S, D, F, G, H, J, K, L. So we are getting the whole thing here, right? If I go on deleting one and one, so okay, I made a good nice triangle there. But what's happening here? What's happening here, right? When we fire an on change, the DOMs, right? Not virtual DOMs. What we are doing here? Okay, wait, shit. What we are doing here? This is the virtual DOM working, right? The DOM's input value changes, and based on that we get an on-change event fired from the virtual DOM. Now this virtual DOM sets this query for us, which is event.target.value. This value is DOM's input value, not the virtual DOMs. Okay, this value is then set here, then query becomes that value, and that value is sent to the virtual DOM's value prop, and then this value prop in the virtual DOM manipulates the DOM. Okay, so here are a lot of things in play here. First, we change something, right? So what happens is the inputs DOM value changes. Okay. Now that fires the on change in on change event in the virtual DOM, right? It fires the on change event in the DOM, that fires the on change event in the virtual DOM. That on change event sets the query in the state, right? Now the new query goes to the virtual DOM's value and then it comes to come back to DOM, right? Uh, a lot, but essentially what you can do is on change you can set some value in the state and that value will be reflected in the input component, right? So here we can do whatever we want now. And what's the benefit? Now I can use this query anywhere I want, right? So let's do one thing. Let's remove the console log first of all. And before, or maybe it is too much. So let's just end this video here and we'll see you next time and we'll see how to make API calls to Unsplash in the next video.